A solid majority of Americans favor stricter gun laws. That is according to a new CBS News poll. 89% support background checks on all gun buyers. This is backed by 92% of Republicans. Kris Van Cleave looks at how to get a weapon like the one used by the Orlando shooter. He is in Arlington, Virginia. Like Florida, that state does not have a waiting period for rifle sales. Kris, good morning.
Good morning. The Orlando nightclub shootings have restarted the debate on guns, particularly the AR-15 style rifle. You often hear them referred to as an assault rifle. In Virginia, the law to buy one is pretty straightforward. You have to pass an often very quick background check and then pay for your purchase. In Virginia, where the Virginia Tech shootings killed 32 people, there is no waiting period for a firearm, even a so-called assault rifle, similar to those used in Orlando and San Bernardino. We sent a CBS News producer into a gun store in Alexandria, just outside of Washington, D.C.
I would like to buy an AR-15.
Per Virginia law, she provided 2 items to prove state residency, a driver's license and a voter ID card, as well as her passport to prove U.S. citizenship. She filled out these federal and state forms requiring her name, date of birth, social security number, and a few basic questions about any past criminal activity or current restraining orders. And she passed a brief electronic background check.
Did this all go through?
It did. Okay. You've been approved.
All told, it took 38 minutes and $1,030 for her to walk out of the store legally armed with this rifle, 100 rounds of ammunition, and a 30-round magazine.
Throughout most of America, you can go into a gun store and buy an AR-15, just like you'd go into a Starbucks and buy a cup of coffee.
Virginia is one of 41 states with no waiting period beyond the background check. 4 states and Washington, D.C. impose a waiting period on all firearms, ranging from 10 days in California and D.C. to 24 hours for long guns in Illinois. Minnesota requires a week-long wait for handguns and assault weapons. 4 other states, including Florida, only require a waiting period for handguns.
Generally, handguns are subject to more extensive commercial sale restrictions because those are the weapons of choice for most criminals. Handguns are used far more often to commit crimes. Our patchwork quilt of gun laws is destined to be ineffective.
Miguel Angel Honorato.
At a rally outside the NRA Tuesday, gun control supporters renewed their calls for stricter gun laws. But 40% of Americans still disagree with that, even after Omar Mateen opened fire inside the Pulse nightclub in Orlando, murdering 49 people.
What would be much more productive than waiting periods, background checks, would be to get rid of the gun-free zones where this dirt bag operated in Orlando.
Larry Pratt from Gun Owners of America wants fewer laws restricting gun ownership.
We need to make it so that the good guys are able to act immediately when a bad guy strikes. To have to call the police and to wait 5 minutes, 10 minutes is to wait to die.
It's a debate that's not going away anytime soon. As for the rifle we legally purchased, it was transferred to a federally licensed firearm dealer and weapons instructor in Virginia following state law within hours of us purchasing the weapon. Nora?
All right, Kris, thank you so much.